Look at this. We've got some berries growing. So this one is like the first one that grew, and it does say it's going to be ripe in about 9 days. So that's really exciting. And then these two are freshly grown. They don't have any, they don't have a time for the berries to grow yet. But I brought fertilizer in just so we can check to make sure everybody is well fertilized. Do you need some more? Anybody else need any? So you see how all of these have the little fertilizer bits. For some reason, these aren't showing the fertilizer bits. Guessing, let's see, that one now shows it, but I'm guessing some kind of visual glitch. Wow, look at that, 99.4% nitrogen. That's a lot of nitrogen. I don't know. Need to keep an eye on that. All right, everybody has been refertilized. That needs it. This flax is getting so close. I'm so excited. We need flax for so many things. That's really nice. Look at that. Okay, yeah. So all of these except for those two died. Okay, that's fine. Fewer that we have to move then. They should be ripening here soon. And then you might have noticed the tree farm has been harvested. So I do have the charcoal pit going as well. And I'm making more steel because I'm running low on steel. I have started making steel chain armor. I've got the headpiece and the body. I just need the leggies. So I need to make some more steel chain. I do have a little bit of steel left, but it's running a little low. What I like to have on hand. So getting some more of that. I also harvested a bunch of the birch trees that I had planted just from all of the birch seeds from getting the sticks. And now the armory has a floor. And I've started on the floor for the lore area. I'm like trying to start in the areas that this side over here is very low. And so it makes it a little more difficult to do things. Like if I fall here, that's fine. I can just jump back up. So, not a big deal there, but it can be irritating if I'm, placing the waddle or whatever and I misstep. Oh, all right. Well, now I got to run all the way back around and then get up. And then get up. There we go. And so I've got one more grove of birch trees that I can harvest from the birch bush decimation of year 0. I do have a bunch of sticks now as well. So what I'm getting ready to do next is try to place a bunch of wattle. See if we can finish finish enclosing the museum. Spent a little time to replenish my tools and my armor. So I got that healed back up. Mostly, not completely, but pretty close. It was down to about 50% now. We're up to 95. It's fantastic. I'm about to go check on the crops to see where they're at. Ooh, very close. Very close. Oh yeah, this is looking great too. We're gonna have a lot of grain here soon. Some apples in about 20 days, so next month. All right, and then this flax is getting pretty close as well. Oh, that's great. Oh man, I need to light up out here. There's just a rift right above the flax. I have been using up more of the birch wood. I need to finish chopping that down now that I've got more axes. But look, this floor is almost done. Like the armory floor is done. This half of the floor is done. And so it's really just this little corner over here for flooring. And then all of the floors will be done for now until we decide to make more floors or levels. And then I am trying to figure out what level I want this little gardeny thing in. I think I do like this level where it goes down a little bit. have to clean this up a bit. Anything like that. And then we also need to start looking at where we want doors and windows. I'm thinking about 3 long windows. Maybe we could do 4 long windows here along that side. And then 2 long windows with a door here to go out. I also took some time to start outlining the wattle for the lore area. It's a lot. It's a lot of wattle. It has been started. Uh-oh. And I did move these up onto the ceiling, but because we have some, you know, stuff on the floor, it is creating shadows. Ooh, here. So we do need additional lighting, and I guess that's gonna be like candles on shelves or something. We don't have to spend a ton of material on lanterns. Also, I did mess up. This is 16 wide instead of 15, so I can't really center these. So I'm trying to figure out if I want them on like this row or this row. I am leaning more towards this one. But I have been like doing a lot of base stuff recently, and I kind of want to explore because we did I need to refill this. We did what did we do? We did a bunch of road work, right? And then we did a bunch of just like base cleanup. I did getting the tools restocked, getting the armor pit fixed up. So I am itching just to like run around a bit. Cementation furnaces, I'm trying to do another round of coke just so that we can stay on top of it, because it takes 1 stack of coke to power both furnaces, so 32 in each, half a stack in each. If I do all of these coke furnaces, I get a little over a stack. I think I get a stack in like 20 something. I don't think it's a full half stack. Oh, it is a full half stack. Well, my bad. So get a stack and a half of coke every run of this. And I'm also running the bloomeries again because we are starting to get low on iron. I don't think we do have enough for 1 more run of both cementation furnaces, which they should be at 40. Yeah, they're at 40. It's a little low for my liking. All right, so we got the bloomeries going again. All of this is running. What I'm thinking about doing, going down here and exploring around these areas, around this part of the road, maybe going from here down to here. Again, mainly looking for translocators, but also just seeing what we see. We don't know where the entrance to the Residence Archives is. We still need to dig around looking for that. But I would love to be able to get a translocator that can take us closer to the archives from like up here. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Even if we don't find it, I'll probably... if I'm going to be doing that, I need to switch out my bags. Because if we're going to be searching for the Residence Archives, it means we're going to be mining a lot. But anyway, either way, after I do this little bit of exploring, regardless of whether or not we find a good translocator, I will try, as long as we have good winds, I'll try to focus on getting the rest of my steel chain armor set up to prep for our Residence Archives run. I don't know if it'll happen this month or next month, though. We'll see on that. Okay, I literally have never played with the treasure chests, and I just found another one. Just randomly digging, but it looks like it's a bad one. Yeah, it's just disappointment. Okay, but let me get back down here and kind of recap what I've done so far. So I'm kind of wibbly wobbling down this way. I did find a trader over here. Really couldn't find very many caves. There was one cave here. It really just had brown coal, not much else going on. Weaving around in here, got a lot of traces of high ilmenite. I was like, oh, that would be good to come back to later. Found a cave, went cave diving, found the ilmenite, just went ahead and got it. Because why not? So we've got a bunch of titanium now. Also been getting some copper as we go along. And I mean, we are almost to the Resonance Archives. So once I get down here, I'll spend a lot of time just trying to find the entrance. Gonna have to be digging around a little bit. And look, here's more meteorite sand. I'm not gonna get it right now because we've got a bigger area where we can get more meteorite sand if we need it. But yeah, for right now, I'm just going around and prospecting. Oh, here's more clay. Red clay. I've only found red clay. Haven't found any more blue clay. Ooh, I also found a bunch of high fertility soil. I've got more high fertility soil, and honestly, high fertility is not the thing we're lacking for Terra Preta right now. Right now, we're lacking compost. I've also been picking berries and eating the berries to help balance my nutrition a little bit more. Wow! Okay. Let's hop down here, see if there's anything down here. Nope, dead end. That's like what a lot of my caving has been today, is just a bunch of dead ends. It's very shallow dead end caves. Found one in the mountain. Ooh, I have been scouring all of these tunnels and like prospecting in them and digging holes in them. And finally, this one yielded some results. We got a translocator. Where this goes? I don't know. I've got no idea. But, so I am going to mark it, first of all. I should have done that before I even started recording. I'm wanting to spend more time looking for the actual archives. I did also go ahead and dig out this way so that I would be able to get to my road a bit easier. It's actually like right beside this other tunnel because we still don't have the entrance to the archives. So before I activate that translocator, because I'm gonna have to go all the way back to base to get the stuff to activate it, I want to spend some more, oops, passed it. I want to spend some more time searching for the entrance. It's definitely down, and I didn't find any of the caves. I'm sure there's a cave that has the entrance, but I did not find it, at least not yet. Okay, but we're gonna keep searching. See, playing by higher power, so I just need to keep digging holes and stuff until I can find it. Okay, I kind of have found it. So I continued going forward until I ran into a place where I couldn't dig anymore. I did also, this hole goes all the way to the surface. I was like, well, maybe it's just like under a tree or something. That's why I can't see it. Well, the surface, couldn't find it. Came back down here, made another water elevator, just kind of following this, so it's still claimed by higher power. Kind of messed up in this area, and then finally got to a place where I could destroy, and I kind of somehow was able to get here, which is the shaft, the main shaft to get down. But this isn't the door. I am curious if I can. I can't put anything there, but I'm gonna try to go up and see if I can find the door. I feel like I shouldn't be able to destroy these blocks, but okay, that's fine. I mean, kind of. All right, but let me see. Oh my goodness, was this? Did I just not come down far enough? No, so okay, so I was up there. I was looking around up there. but it's down over here. All right, well, whatever. We found it. Yay, we're at the Resonance Archives. We are not prepared to go down yet. All right, I'm going to go back to base. I need to get stuff to get the translocator going. We're not quite ready for the archives. I still want my... Oh, and a coral storm is approaching. And I still want to get my silver chain armor, or not silver, my steel chain armor before we go in there. So we've got our entrance into the Resonance Archives ready to go. We just need to be ourselves prepared for it. So we'll see what winds are like back at base. We just need a little bit more steel chain. But I also want to get that translocator going just to see where he goes. The translocator, man, I need to clean this all up too. All right, and then again, let me hop out. We're hoping for something up in this general area so that it makes it faster to get down to the Resonance Archives. Okay, let's go. Okay. Okay. I mean, it is definitely not where we wanted it to be, but I am curious to see where we end up. I mean, there's a lot of water, like little ponds. Maybe a lot of blue sand. Maybe this is where we get a bunch of blue sand. Ooh, hold up. Look at this watercolor. It's like green. That looks different. Ooh. Okay. Oh, look, more redwoods. Oh, this is great. But we're in a very rainy area. I mean, I do a little bit want to gather at least one of the redwoods to see if I can get some more seeds. I don't have any redwood seeds. And this is a really pretty flower. I'm gonna pick that up. Ooh, okay. We've got some pigs. Not seeing any blue clay. Blue clay usually is around little pond and lake areas. Oh, there's some red clay. And there's more red clay over here. It's making me really hopeful for blue clay. You know what I'm not seeing is a trader. Yeah, I'm not seeing a trader around here. That's interesting. Did we have that marked? Do not have that marked. Oh, I think I spotted it. No. Ah, rats. Just some gravel. Ooh, look, the fox chasing the rooster. Save that rooster's life. Ooh. Okay. Look at those deers. Okay. But we found blue clay. All right. Not as close to the water as I thought it was going to be. I am finding some of these beauty bushes, and anything that is healthy and doesn't have too terrible. Yeah, so this one's healthy. It does have one quote unquote negative trait, but that's not a trait that it doesn't, that's fine. I don't really care. I don't really care that it takes a little bit longer to harvest. Grab that. So I think the beauty bush is what we're going to put in that fourth berry lot. Ooh, that looks interesting over there. I want to check that out, but gotta mark this first. All right. Wait, nope. Wanted to check out this little interesting area over here. Then we're probably going to head back. Ooh, these are just really leafy maples, it looks like. Very leafy. Oh, no, I was thinking that oak tree might have been one that had a trader house in it, but nope. Got a bunch of mushrooms. Checked out this little area, heading back. We're not ready to do the Resonance Archives right now. We're still in iron armor. So I was trying to wait. Like, there are really good winds right here. But back at base, there hadn't been very good winds. So maybe when I get back this time, we'll have some decent ones that we can use to make some steel plates. for arrows and steel chain. I am curious if large gray boars are different than gray boars. I found a large gray boar sow and a large gray boar. I don't know if it's just you have to wait for, oh, there's a trader. You have to wait for them to grow up to become large, or is this a different breed? Ooh. They're new. Ooh, these are bad. These are bad. Oh, this is also new. I haven't seen this one yet. This style. Very cute. I wish we could actually make these in game. Okay, this is Loon, and Loon is an artisan trader. I don't have any gears. I don't know that we'll be buying anything from you right now, but good to know that you're here. We do have some artisans that are closer to home that I would prefer to trade with. All right, we went in chasing those boars. Went in the complete wrong direction. Wait. Okay, just making sure that wasn't high fertility. Okay, so I overshot my translocator. I was on my way back, and look, cypress trees. This is really cool. I don't really have a lot of room. Guess we can try to get a small one. Do you remember from my last world, I don't know if I ever got a cypress tree seed. Could only find them out in the wild. Like, they don't have a lot of leaves, right? So it's harder to get seeds. That's really cool. I might be back for that later. Okay. I was able to harvest some of the flax from the outdoor field and make a couple more sets of large windmills, and this windmill in the house now can power the corn. So next steps are going to be to move it up a bit. We're going to have to find a new place to store the firewood for the ovens. Maybe over here. I'm probably going to have to move my panning area to somewhere else. That's okay. And then we also need to spend some time making more copper stuff so that we can have hoppers and chutes for the corn. Now, I was able to finish up the steel chain armor, so we will go ahead and put that on. Perfect. And then I would like to... Can I pull from a crate? Yes, I can. Well, I'm in this menu. I'd like to go ahead and fix this up so that it looks nice for storing it. Nice. All right, we've got our steel chain armor. Fantastic. As far as what else I would like to have done before we go to the Residence Archives, it's really just making more arrows. I did make a few more. 21 is not enough for what I would like it for. This next batch of steel is almost done, so it's at 90 and should be done fairly soon. So we're just gonna wait for this to finish up, and then we'll make some more arrows. Then I think we'll be ready. We do need to go ahead, and start prepping some more pies. This is growing. I planted cabbage in here since this part right here was flax, and then also some turnips just to fill up some space. But there's a little more flax in here that's growing, and then not everything that was in the outdoor one was mature, so there's still some growing out here. It's like a couple more pieces have matured since my harvest, but I'll wait until more have matured before I go in there. Ooh, okay. So we knew this one was ripening, but this is a new one. Flowering, okay, great. That's looking good. And then I planted the 2 beauty bush trimmings over here. All right, yeah, this is looking real good. We do need to do an animal welfare check to see who needs to be fed Yep, they need to be fed because they've only eaten 6 portions. They need to have eaten 10, and I'm sure that one also low. So let's get some more for them, and then I need to bring some more grain over for the chickens. I did raid their grain supply when I was running low on food, but we're good now with the grains. Got a few eggs in there. I'm not going to collect the eggs because I would like for the generation to continue to increase. See how close it got to me before it freaked out. I'd like to get it to a even better not freak out point. And then we need to check on the goats. All right, you're pregnant. They're ready to mate, but I don't see portions eaten, so maybe they haven't had any portions. So let's go ahead and feed them. Well, oh, and we're pretty much at a black coal again. Which I think there's still some in here in this area because there's a bunch of stuff here. I keep finding more. But I think we dug out everything that was down here. Yeah, these are dug out. Oh, there's some up here. All right, so we got some up here. All right, but we might have to just see. Yeah, we got that. There might be more up here. I'm not seeing any other good reading. All right, so that's just something we need to keep an eye out for, or it's not an immediate need because we do still have a good bit of coke, but probably not enough for more than one more full round of steel. I'm gonna keep doing some chores while that steel finishes up, and we'll see if we're feeling up for Resonance Archives when that's ready. All right, guys. We're doing it. We're going into the Resonance Archives. We got 57 arrows. My bow's a little lower than I would like it to be, but I did switch out my Falx Blade for one that has more durability currently. So we're gonna go ahead and hop in. I will say I'm not going to have the full run be in this video. I'm just gonna kind of cut and paste at proper story points. If you want to see a full run, I did record a full run of it for my last world, and I'll link to that video below. If you've never done the Resonance Archives and you're kind of worried about it and you're wanting to see what you're in for, you can definitely check out that video. And it'll show you my full run with all of the mistakes that I made. I did make a good number of mistakes. All right, here we are in the Resonance Archives. I'm hoping it comes through. There's a whirring noise, all right? And that is a big part of the archives. So we're just gonna go ahead and start running around because I don't remember which side all of the rooms are on. If I went left, the Bell Workshop. Okay, got that. We can't get in there. Ooh, some baddies. Perfect. Oh my god, that was so great. They just fell right through the floor and died. Awesome. And this should be the library. Okay, we can't... Is the library that we can't do much with yet? I think we need to go to engineering first, but I can't remember. Oh yes, we do need to go down here because not all the way down. All the way down should still be broken. It is, okay. Engineering's down here on the second level. Now we need to look for engineering. Okay, and here comes some more baddies. So you see how I'm making sure my back is to the wall? I do not want them to hit me off like the ones above fell off, right? I don't want to fall and die. So that is a conscious precaution that I am taking. All right, commons, we're not going in there yet. Guard robe, This one is, yeah, this one's the bathroom. There's another one that starts with a G, the guard's room. That do. I just don't like it. I'm gonna go around. Sorry. Probably could have made that jump, but it's scurry. Okay, so we got to engineering. Let's just take a look at engineering real quick. It's pretty dark, except for the flowy stuff that looks like the same stuff that the temporal gears are made out of. You can see some gears in there, right? All of this stuff. Here's where we start. All of this black coal. Love this black coal. We're gonna take all of it. We're not going to need all of it for the Resonance Archives, but hey, this is free black coal that we can make coke out of. This is part of the reason why I'm wearing my mining bag, is because we can store the black coal. Right, and now, oh, here's some more black coal. I think that's it. I am gonna take the unlit torches. Okay, next we're going to fill up. This is a boiler, right? We're gonna fill this boiler up, and we're gonna light it. Gonna get some stuff started. Here we go. It just takes a second to pop on. Okay, now all this stuff is a little bit running. It's not running as well as we would like it to run, and so we need to do some stuff, but it does light up this big room, which is fantastic. Yes, all right, that's where I messed up. Engineering is right at the bottom of the library staircase. Okay, I know I'm missing something. Okay, and then this is where we need to get to. Okay, just past there is the library. Okay, now that the power's on, we're gonna go upstairs and see what changed. Okay, library, still closed, but we can now get into the bell workshop. So we're gonna explore the bell workshop carefully. This gets real tight. And this is a bell. I don't know if I've shown one of them in a video yet or not, but they are loud. They attract monsters, and we want to get rid of it as quickly as possible. The Bowtorn are throwing spears at me. It's not doing a lot of damage. I'm gonna keep focusing until that. Perfect. And now I will focus the Bowtorn, which it looks like that one got hit by the other. One of the others died pretty quick. I am a loot goblin, so I am checking everything in here to see if there's anything to loot. That's not worth taking. Got plenty of seeds. Ebony crate, that looks so cool. I don't think I can take this though. Yeah, I've never found an ebony tree. Would love to try to do that. Ooh, temporal gear and flint. And then I am gonna store my pickaxe and my steel prospecting pick in there. I'm gonna keep healing stuff on hand. All right, we've got this large temporal gear, and we've got some lore to read. We'll go ahead and read now. All right, this is called an inconvenience. Apologies, Florin. We've been dealing with a shortage of supplies regarding the generator. I mentioned already that the broken pump. We've also found an issue with one of the gears just this morning. Naturally, I've repaired the gear already. I need only to reinsert it now. But there might be some delay before we can requisition a new pump. I shall ask Wade and his team if I might repurpose one of his devices from the mines. I suspect he will loathe to part with it. In the meantime, I fear there will be some disruption to the mechanisms running these archives. I know the scribes find it unpleasant, but you will have to enter the library through the maintenance room now. Don't worry, he won't bother you. Spoiler alert, there are some lies in that. Okay. Look, we got some nice Jonas. We got a nice Jonas part, and we've got a bracelet. Got that. Ooh. I feel this has to be a bug. Are these gonna be all empty? Yeah, I think these are all gonna be empty. All right, that has to be a bug. It was like that on my last world too. So now we need to go back to engineering because this large temporal gear was repaired to help fix. Oh my god, I missed all of this. To help fix the generator. All right, before I go put this in, I am going to return to the entrance so I can go back out to drop some stuff off. I left a double chest out near the entrance, so we're going to just drop off some stuff so that we can continue to be a nice little loot goblin. Also, pies have been fantastic for this. They are the superior food for the Resonance Archives. I highly recommend pies for this. While I'm out here, I'm also going to go ahead and light some of the torches that I found. Just keep in. You're going to need, like, the only way to really light up the Resonance Archives is with torches because you can't place much of anything. So you're going to want to use all those torch holders that you see laying around. So you're just always going to want to have torches on. And I've debated back and forth on it. I think I am going to leave my pick and my prospecting pick out here. We shouldn't need them inside. This is trash. Get out of here. Great. Here we go again. All right, so now we are gonna go back down to engineering. We have to go to the library. Okay, library, down to engineering. And this generator is what's making the noise, the whirring noise. Okay, so this is the generator. If we take a look at this side of the generator, you see there's a large temporal gear here. But if you look on this side, there is not one. So we need to put this here. That fixes it up a little bit and starts making that thing go round and around. Now, the note that we read mentioned getting some stuff from the mines to continue to repair this. So the next stage is to go find the mines. I do kind of, oh my god, I almost fell. I do kind of remember where the mines are. Okay, so a good rule of thumb for the Resonance Archives is follow the monsters. If you're not sure where to go next, look for the monsters and go towards them. So you see there are monsters in here, some drifters. And I'm just gonna let them come to me because this creates a nice little funnel. I'm not getting surrounded. I do need to try to clean it up a little bit by harvesting because, see, I'm just hitting the dead bodies and not they're attacking me. Take this time to clean up. Now, these monsters in here are like story limited. They will stop. It does stop. the monsters that appear out in that main circular area with the rickety walkway, they do respawn. So they'll just kind of pop up every now and then. All right, and then to the left, you saw things lighting up for locusts. Yes, there are locusts here. I think this is the last drifter, which is why I came in. Right, and then there's a locust in front, locust to the left. With our armor, these guys, I'll let them hit me a little bit. You see, they're not doing like any damage to me, right? We've got enough damage reduction that it's really not that big of a deal. And these are limited as well. These are story limited, so only a certain amount will spawn since we can't break the locust nest. Can't break really anything. So here's the locust nests, and you see I cannot break them. All right. So that shiny scroll, we're gonna go ahead and pick this up. You're gonna go up there. Read this. Tired of all this damn shoveling. Every morning, Eustace, the boiler needs more coal, and every night, Eustace, the glass fire needs more coal. I suppose I should be grateful to still be alive at this point, but honestly, couldn't they make some kind of little metal man to shovel the coal, and then leave me in peace? I'll make sure they both stay lit, of course. Make sure the little metal men are keeping up their work and all. Yes, I quite like the sound of that. Foreman Eustace, keeping everything running. That's got some weight to it. Let's just be a little loot goblin real quick. All right, I will say this next part tripped me up for a long time in my first world, so I do want to kind of show you like where you should go, because I feel like there's not really a good way to know to do this. So we're gonna go in. This is where we fought all of the drifters, and then over there's where we fought the locusts. I looted this room, came in I went to the left. I looted this room and then this room. And I'm not gonna, there's more loot in that direction. I'm not gonna go that direction just yet. There's a well right here that you can go down. Not only can you go down it, you have to go down it for story reasons. So this is how you get even more low. Ooh, this is new. I did not have corrupt locusts last time. Okay. Now the corrupt ones do a little bit of damage. I'm gonna stay near the ladder in case I need to go up to heal. Water fighting is hard. Locusts are taken care of. All right, so now we are down even further. We're down another level. And so here's the rubble. So the spiral staircase that goes from the library to engineering, and then down here, this is where it breaks up. So right up here is engineering. That's why I don't know if you can hear it, but what's it called? The generator is much louder right here. And this is a translocator room. We're gonna hop in this translocator room. And I was so incredibly excited about this the first time that I came here. Let's look at these Asher blocks. I have them, please. Ooh. Hold up, this is new. This is very interesting. I don't know if I found this the last time. So I'm very interested to see if that one can be repaired. I know that these two cannot be repaired. Ruined static translocators. Is this? It's more that. This one also say ruined? Or does it say broken? It says ruined. Okay, so you cannot repair that one. Ah, dang. Okay. All right, so this is the only one that's active, which means it is the one we are going through now that we have looted this room. Brings us to here. Oh dear, I probably should have healed up. Do that. There we go. All right. Things get a little bit more dangerous down here. I wish there were more uncommon seeds down here as loot. The rye seeds are just like, whatever. All right, so this... I never like fully explored the underwater part down here. So in my last playthrough, so I am spending some, I know there's not story, well, I know there's not main story stuff here, but I'm still curious what is down here. What is this? I can't mine it. That's really cool. Never seen that kind of quartz. Okay, here, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna... Can't. Hang it. I'm gonna try to add unlit torches. They can't stay lit. I'm trying to... I've explored everywhere. Okay, so I went in a circle. I went down there, explored, down, and I came back up. More over here. Those saw blade guys are real scary. Even with steel armor, steel chain. Okay, I've gone around looting a little bit, so I'm resetting back in this room so you can understand where I'm going, because all this down here looks very similar. I'm gonna go past. This is where we went down to the water, so I'm gonna go past that. Back here, you can see there's still monsters spawning. Now, I will say, if you leave this area and come back, more monsters will spawn. I'm gonna heal up a little bit. And then I did go back there to do some looting. Did that not heal? Did I not hold it down long enough? Now we're gonna go this direction. We're gonna take a left. Like a way to get up over there, but let's... Ooh, more black coal. Okay. All right, and you see there are some locusts coming from upstairs. So remember what we said, follow the monsters, right? So we're gonna go up there. Follow the monsters. And then I'm just gonna go around and do a little bit of looting. Lighting up should hopefully helps non-story mobs not spawn. Help prevent non-story mobs. We're gonna go back here. We want to remove, so we used our right click with an empty hotbar spot. Remove it. This is the thing that the mining foreman didn't want to part with. Just make sure there's nothing missing over here. Good. Good. We're gonna go back down. Now there is one more place that we're gonna hop into before we leave. So we just came down here. That was where we were upstairs, and then directly across this hall is this pile of debris. And I missed this in my last world. I had to reference the guide. It's like, what is going on? You have to crouch, and then you can get in this area. Now, this is just like loot stuff. They're all ruined, so I'm not gonna take them. Diamond though, I'll take diamond. All right, yep. So not a whole lot in here. We did get a diamond though. Take this. All right, but now we're going to head back to the translocator to get back to the main part of the Resonance Archives. And we're probably gonna need to do a a loot drop before we continue. All right, and then I don't remember. I don't think there's anything over here. Yeah, it just kind of falls off. And then we're just gonna check the other side, but I'm pretty sure the other side just falls off as well. Oh, yes, there is a waste room down here. That is just trash. This is where the poopies went. And we can't break anything. So even if there was some Terra Preta down here, we wouldn't be able to obtain it. Yeah, so this is just a trash chute. Come down right through there. And then, yes, this does just break off down there. Okay, so we're going to go back to the reservoir to go up. And then we're going to go all the way back up to get outside. Well, first, before we do that, we will go ahead and replace the... We'll go ahead and fix... Ooh, we missed one. We'll go ahead and fix the generator before we drop off loot, since we'll have to go back to the library, and the library is up there on that top floor. All right, so we're back at engineering. And then for this one, I'll show you from above. Okay. So this side, we put that temporal gear in, and then this little spinny thing started. And then on this side, there's already a temporal gear, but there's no little spinny thing on top. We're just gonna put this little spinny thing. Oh, maybe. Hold on. Put the little spinny thing up on top right there. Nice. Now the generator is fully operational. I am gonna see if I can put some more coal in here. Yeah. All right. We just want to keep the boiler going so that everything stays lit. All right. Now I'm gonna go drop stuff off. On our way up, we should see that the library has been opened. Yep. The library has been opened. We're not going in there right now. We are going to drop off some loot, and then we'll come back in. All right, my storage is filled up. I probably should have brought 2 large chests. I put a bunch of the black coal there, and I am keeping 2 stacks on me. I'm gonna thrash this. And I did swap my mining backpack out for a regular backpack. This next section, there's not gonna be as much mining related loot. That mining backpack's really good when you go down to the mines, because there's bunch of ores and stuff, so it's great for that. But now it's time to switch over to full backpacks. All right, the library has been opened. Come in here, and you see the path to the library is blocked. We cannot get past this. We're gonna have to go down, and then we'll be able to come back up in the library. May or may not be ominous what I'm doing with my inventory. Might have been like, hey, Orange, you were saying that you were gonna use your bow a bunch. You haven't used it at all. Yeah. Saving it for this. This is the thing that first letter told us not to worry about. That it won't hurt us. It won't bother us. You can see it is bothering us a large amount. A fair bit. do have to go in every now and then to gather my arrows, but this corner is reasonably safe for like healing up free and just kind of getting your bearings together again. I haven't done it, but I have always wondered if when it does the big pound and it throws you up in the air, there's like little ledges and stuff on the side. I don't know if you can get on one of the ledges or something. Also, if you do jump when he smashes the ground, it doesn't hurt you as much. Okay. And I like hiding behind the pillar for the rock part of it. Oh, the rocks. You need to go in here in a minute to get my arrows. Do a few whacks there. Heal up more. Alright, and then these are normal locusts, and we know that normal locusts don't really hurt us much in this armor. So I'm going to completely ignore them. I'm going to focus on this guy. I think my boat is gonna hold out. We're almost there. Oh, I do need to heal up. And pay attention to that. Pay attention. Nope. Need to do 2. 1. Why is that not healing? Why am I not getting healed? Because I'm constantly taking damage from the things? I guess so. Be like that. I wonder if you can like get up on a ledge. Here we go. We got him. Okay. Now we can deal with these guys.
It takes a lot to be the best.
Anybody else? More? Okay. Alright, and so we did get this item from the monster, or from the thing. We got 2 gears, a bunch of rusty gears, 2 temporal gears, a bunch of rusty gears, and that special item. Oops, I did not mean to eat 2 pieces of pie. I did. Alright, there's engineering, there's the generator. And now we're gonna go around here. Alright, that's just stuff for this. Now we have... Fill this up with coal. Right. Got that. Get more coal. Alright. Our archives. Alright. We're about to read a bunch of lore. So settle in, get cozy, let's figure out what's going on. Resonator hums quietly. Search for a recent recording. You hear the soft whirring of small machinery. Then from deep within the resonator you hear an echo, growing louder and clearer. Resonator produces these disembodied sounds as if they were right in front of you. A voice whispers, "What do you reckon it's here for?" Another hisses, "Quiet, damn you! It can hear you. We'll have to find a way around." Search for a different recording. Silence, then scraping of metal on stone, clicking and rhythmic sound drawing closer and fading away. Searching. An old man's voice, somehow familiar. Look, you see that? Rubdo is not limited to gold. The principle itself scales to greater heights, depending on your tools. When flux is integrated into the process instead of being the endpoint, what pathways could that open up? And what if we add blood to the mix? Not just any blood, of course, my own wretched blood. Search for more from the old alchemist. Aren't you listening? I said there's too many missing. Sure, we're dying like mayflies, and mind you, some things are a bit hazy for me towards the end, but even so, they can't have all perished and they can't have all turned. I cannot be the only one. But where are they? That's what it always comes back to. Search for related recordings. No, they hardly know anything. Of course, it pains me to see them suffer. They're like little lost children huddled in their homes. But it's for the best. It's all for the best. We had all the knowledge in the world, and the worlds beyond. And what good did it do us? No. Best leave them to it. Let them think of me as some mad old sorcerer and leave me in peace. Forgive me my ramblings. I had lost hope, honestly. It became nothing more than a goal to chase, to keep me sane over all these years. But here we are, and here you all are, somewhere out there. The world has changed. But if the archives still stand and you're hearing this message, well, you must certainly already know this. Come find me, my friends. There's so much to discuss. The world has shifted since the old days, and I have yet to find where the archives now lay. I cannot give you a direct path, but I will have maps delivered to some familiar places. If you can find your way to, let's see, Nadja, the Spoils, the Lazaret, Cardinals, or perhaps Quiet, you will find further direction. If you do not know these lands, well, I suppose try asking one of the more adventurous sorts around you. Perhaps someone can provide you some assistance. I pray your journey is a short one. Only a couple decades. Right, let's search for something old. A confident voice speaks. Oh, that's right. You're new here. Well, it's not as complicated as it seems. You see, all sounds are remembered, even this conversation now. Like memories in your head, they bounce around within the chamber. Only our memory is flawed and fails with time. In the chamber, these sounds will never fade, and scribes like yourself can listen in and write what they hear. In this way, we have codified all of history to be accessed whenever we wish. Understandable, but no. The chamber isn't listening, it's only a receptacle. You see that little worm in the corner there? It's hearing everything we say, sending it straight to the chamber. A bit unnerving, eh? You get used to it. In desperate times like these, you never know when they might come in handy. Calling for help if something goes wrong, or at the very least, helping us find out what happened later. Well, let me clarify. The sound isn't exactly written down on the cylinder. We tried that route, but the sound always got muddled. No, what these cylinders do is provide directions, like a map. They tell the resonator exactly where to find the sound within the chamber. And with that, the resonator synchronizes with the chamber to play the sound as though it were right in front of you. No accounting for any issues with the bell's recordings, though. It's an incredible feat, no doubt about that. And I'm pleased to have done my part in realizing and maintaining it. Though at times I can't help but feel such monumental efforts and resources should have been used elsewhere. A second voice responds, "Oh, come now, what could be more important, short of the great machine itself? Our libraries are gone, our history hoarded by nobles or left to the rot. This is the last great repository of knowledge in the world, and one that will be preserved for all posterity. If Falx doesn't succeed, we don't survive this. The archives will stand tall for any who come after." The first voice. If Falx doesn't succeed, just who do you think will be left to find this if we fail? Right, and now we're gonna listen to the old alchemist again. Oh wait, no, hold on. No, we don't need. This is all we read all of this. Yep, that's just trying to get you back to the important part. Okay, so we're good. What that resonator is telling us to do basically is, so to find the Resonance Archives, you'll remember we purchased a map, or we got a map from the treasure trader Blythe, who is in our base, and that gave us the little X that we followed to get here. So we need to go talk to Blythe about those places. But before we do that, you see there are some glowing books in here. They're all lore books. We're going to go around and collect all of them. And there is a special thing here. This is a glider schematic, which we'll talk about later. It's not as exciting as you think it would be. But for right now, I'm just gonna go around and look for lore books and see what I can see. I'm trying to be very programmatic about this. I'm making sure to search each section. Like, I love this little globe. I wish you could make one. But I'm trying to be very mathematical or programmatical about this. I'm going by section. Honestly, I'm not sure if I got them all in my last playthrough. Check these little shelves. Okay, and now we'll go up to the next floor. Look, we're already running out of we already need to think about heading out and then come back in. But honestly, I don't have room to store these in that double chest. Pretty much filled those double chests up. This doesn't go down, but it does go up. And then so right here, this door, oh, maybe not this one. Oh no, I cannot has. I want to has Old World Tapestry. We'll have to check that out. Let's read Old World Tapestry while we're here, because I don't know if you can get this. Paupers and kings, craftsmen, soldiers, and clergy, all petty distinctions in the face of oblivion. Yeah. Not untrue. Alright. So I think that was just that. How? Maybe it's the next floor. There's a way to get out. Let me see if it's this next one, and then I'll come back down. Yeah. Yep, so this is how we get back out. That's the hole we went down, but we can actually get over from this side. But let me go back down and check for more lore books. Oh my goodness, look at all this parchment. I know they're probably meaning you to use that parchment to transcribe some stuff, but I'm gonna use it. Label crates. Okay, my inventory is completely full. Oh, I can trash some. I can trash that. And I have plenty of those. I'm gonna trash those and I'm gonna trash that. Okay. All right, we are again completely full. And look at all this fun stuff that we should grab. All right, so this is going to be loot goblin time. I will bring you guys back in if anything crazy happens. But the goal now is I need to go all the way back up to base, drop off all of these books, and then come back down. And I need to... There's a lot of stuff in here to loot. We didn't go into the nobles' quarters. That has some stuff that has to be looted. We didn't go... we also didn't go into, like... but we didn't go far into the commons. We were a little bit in the commons, but in the commons there's even more stuff. And then look up there's a whole nother level that I need to go get. Look at that crown. Definitely grabbing that crown. I don't have the inventory space. So I'll bring you back in if anything interesting happens. Otherwise, it's just loot goblin time. Since we've got a lot of loot to bring back, I have decided to go ahead and talk to Blythe some to get an elk. So, I went to that ruin you mentioned. She's talking about the Resonance Archives. You did? Tell me about it. What did you find? The structure housed a massive device and a library. Heard a voice there who bade me to seek him out. He gave me a list of names. Names? What are they? Perhaps I've heard of them. Nadia? A person? Perhaps someone very knowledgeable, but I've never heard of them. The Spoils? The Spoils? I've only heard tell of it, but it seems an awful place anyhow. Perhaps another option? The Lazaret? Ah, this one I know. Strange place, full of stone and monsters. Let me see. Here, this will show you the way. Cardinals? A gathering place, I think. No idea where it is, though. Quiet. What a peculiar name. I'm afraid I don't know a thing. Thank you. Anything else you can tell me about? About it? The Lazaret? Only that it's quite a distance away. You'd best be prepared for a long journey. Perhaps I can help with that. I have an elk I could part with. He would be a loyal companion to you on your journey. As thanks for your information, I'll part with him for only 100 gears. You'll need a saddle and bridle. How much would it cost if I gave you this treasure I found? Talking about the treasure that we got for the big robot? Oh my, that's very intriguing find you've got there. You've a mind for bartering, friend. Give me that artifact and I'll take 50 gears off the elk. Have you got a saddle and bridle with you? Of course. What a lovely treasure. Thank you. Pleasure doing business with you. Now let me call him to us. Check outside. He should be nearby. Thanks. So real quick, we're going to get the Lazaret marked on our map first. Oh, let's just see. Okay. All the way over there. Alright, we don't have anything going that direction. I am curious if maybe this ocean would bring us, like, up this way. So that might be our next big project that we work towards. Alright, find this elk. I don't know if it would be inside the walls. It would be out here. It does scream very loudly, so we should be able to hear it. And if not, I can make a bone flute to get it to teleport to us. It doesn't teleport from very far. I think it has to be within 1,000 blocks, but I mean, this should be within 1,000 blocks. What the heck? Where is my elk? Oh my god, there it is. Hi, you're not where you're supposed to be. Can you not have a bismuth lantern? Oh, you need a small lantern. You cannot have a big one. Okay. Alright. I think we can... Yes, this is a small one. Let's just trade these. Nice. Alright. And then I made some sturdy leather saddlebags. Go somewhere on your butt. There they go. Okay. Put some of the excess elk stuff away, and then I'm just gonna focus on bringing things home. Nice. Alright, so we've got our elk. Now, oops. We won't be able to use all of the roads because it can't go through the 1x2 tunnels. But we can use some of the road. Where are we going? We're going this way. Because not all of the roads are enclosed. We'll talk more about the elk later. I'm just going to use it for getting the loot back for right now, and then we'll just make a little pen for it to hang out in until we decide what we're going to do next with the elk. But it's not going to do much for a while after we bring all the loot back. So like right here, it doesn't fit. Oh, I should have kept the bone flute on me. Oh well. I can always make another one out in the wild, just kill a wild animal and then another bone flute. Okay, between me and the elk, we're able to carry everything back home, plus some apples I found. Now, riding the elk over, the issues I have with it just came flooding straight back. In terrain like this, it's totally fine. There's not much of an issue, right? And even this, where it's lightly foresty, it's not bad at all. It's this absolute terrible nightmare of a situation where it's hills and trees. You get stuck everywhere. See, can't get up there. I mean, this isn't even the worst part. It's this, okay? This sucks. I can't see where I'm going. I get stuck in the branches all of the time. Look at this. I'm stuck in a branch. This is so frustrating. So what I'm gonna do is, instead of ride my elk, and there's actually not a great way to get to the road, I will get back on the road when I can. We are just gonna have that elk teleport into us. Oh, I just realized I can't do that. And you know why? I didn't put a medallion on it, so it's not technically my elk. Oh my god, okay, I need to take it. God, I gotta do this all over again. I was really banking on being able to just bone flute it back home, because this sucks. It makes me car sick. I don't like it. But I guess we're gonna have to do this. And then when I get home, I need to make a medallion for it so I can claim as mine. See, oh my god, it's so frustrating. So frustrating. It's not meant for the woods, but there's so many woods. Oh my god. Ugh. All right. Getting a medallion is going to be pretty high priority when we get back to the base. Okay, finally made it back. I do have this elk medallion. Going to go ahead and put that on the elk, and now the flute should work. Did bring the elk in the walls for now, since I don't have a pin for it. All right, now we're gonna go to the other side of the base. The flute should work now. Okay. See it on the mini map. Okay, it's just walking to me. It can. Okay. But flute does work. Can call it with the flute now. All right. Oh my goodness. We've got so much to put away. All right, we're heading back down. I'm running, and then every now and then I just call my elk, and it teleports, and I just keep running. So it's extra storage that I have to call every now and then, but this is so much easier than trying to ride the elk down through here, especially when we get into the forest hilly areas. Oh god, it is screaming. It screams so much. My preferred method of elk travel. Really bring it along for the extra storage, honestly. I think I can finally come out of loot goblin mode. There is so much to sort through. I also think these are pieces for this game board thing over here. This? It is. Okay. All right, that's really interesting. All right, obviously it's not in a very good place. But I put books here. I would like to transcribe them onto different books and be able to make like full, oh my goodness, be able to make full sets. So like each thing will have a color and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying. Make it look nice. And I did put some pieces out here. This is just randomly placed for now. I think some of these I would like for them to have their own things, like that bird. I think it would be really cool to have its own section. But now comes the fun organizing part.